Good morning, y'all. I'm uh I'm distracted. I'm getting all kinds of texts, probably from some people in this chat room, but I'm getting a text from my wife I need to try to handle real quick right when we start. So let me talk amongst yourselves. I need to check my email and my voicemails real quick. It's just about school and COVID and all that stuff. So talk amongst yourselves. I will greet you properly momentarily. Musgrave hat. Yeah, we're gonna talk about pencils today. But give me a sec here. Not the way I was planning on starting stream. All right. Well, we might have to. This may not be a long stream. There's a lot going on at home. Tyler, we're working on math, um, having to do lots of extra study, extra work, things like that. So, what is this? Oh, I couldn't figure out what this was in my background. I guess usually my microphone's not in the camera, in the camera shot. Um, Tyler's good. No symptoms, no anything like that. He really struggles studying from home. So we sat here doing math at breakfast this morning, and yeah, he just has a tough time. It's like he really is a good learner from kids. From kids, he's a really good learner from teachers in person. Like he's having a tough time doing the thing. Yeah, Tyler's back on remote virtual learning as of yesterday. We got the call at like 9 o'clock Tuesday night, so he's back quarantined because a kid in his class got uh, tested positive. Same for Aiden. Yeah. So it's like my day yesterday. I have to caution. I have to stop myself what I'm gonna say because it feels very selfish when I say it. But like just me and him at home during the day yesterday, when I have to stop and start 8,000 times, it messes with my workflow. Like, which is fine. Like, he's home. He's like priority number one. But then I stop that. I start working on something else, and then we stop and start and stop and start. Like, it's all good. Like, I'm not. It's not a complaint. That's why I'm trying to like caution what I say, as like Brad's complaining. But it's not like that. But going from, you know, different the schedule, everything changes every minute, right? And I have like a real mental, like with my anxiety, like having to switch things and not knowing like in 5 minutes is my day gonna change. Um, that's something a tough time for me to deal with. So, Mongo Slade, thanks for the sub and cheers. Um, so I have a challenge dealing with that personally. So like last night, I was just so smoked. About 9 o'clock, I went and sorry, checking my test. They're trying to. I think the Georgia Health Department's trying to contact us and trying to do contact tracing with Tyler. Get a pet. 2 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, good morning, Tessa. Um, so yeah, the public health department's trying to contact us. That's what my wife's texting me about. Is he getting tested? We don't know yet. So we called the school yesterday. It's like, do he need to get tested? If he tests negative, can he come back? They said it doesn't matter what he does. He can't come back for 14 days. So, Coach Albino. What's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good one. Um, so yeah, so like yesterday, I was just regular busy, like doing stuff, and but then there's these different layers that stack up. So, you know, it's like these are things I should not complain about. It's like life, right? So I'm not complaining. That's just how life is. So we gotta make it we gotta make it work. So you know, who knows? We'll see. Probably not gonna stream too long today. And I actually didn't know what I was gonna talk about today. I was just gonna do an AMA session where we can just chit chat because like I have a lot of work to do. Got to figure out some things, but I needed a break to like kind of process some stuff. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna wear my Musgrave hat today. I should talk about pencils. So I got out my pencil pouch, loaded it up with some more stuff. So I figured we could play around with some pencils, look at a few different things, talk about talk about what Musgrave did here with this hat, which is mega dope. Against medical advice, that's a different stream. Brad, I bought the Twisby Golden Horse too. Thanks for finding it. Sure, I'm interested to get that and see if it's really worth the mega premium they're charging. I don't know why I'm so fixated on that pen. It's just one of those silly things that bugs me. That I want to try to solve. What's the best way to figure out my hat size? There's a way to do it online that involves a tape measure. It's basically I don't know the correct thing anymore. Moto Lisa, 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That is awesome. Thank you so much. This community is amazing. Thank y'all. Wow. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Hope you're not frozen in yet. I know it's starting to get cold up there, and I worry about your inks freezing. Do you have to worry? Do you stop getting inks shipped when when it starts to get cold? Do all my northern friends stop getting inks shipped when it's cold up there? Is the hat fitted? No, this is a snapback. So Evan, what I was gonna say, you go look online. You have to have a soft tape, and then it's like a half measurement. Then you come into it. I've worn like fitted hats for years, so I know my hat size. But you need to figure it out. Snapbacks, it may not matter as much. Inkwell Monster, yes. Moto Lisa, hello. It's my birthday Monday. I like to reverse gift for the event. It's been in the 70s the last few days. You've been warmer than we've been here in Georgia. That's crazy. Buy a P.O. box exclusive for ink, says the Postal Service plant in our chat. I see what you're doing. Do you get commissions on that Canine Play? Jesse Rain, thanks for the 19 months of subbing. We are hype training. So our weather's going to be great today, but we were in like the low 60s, 40s at night, 60 during the day, which is perfect weather. But man, up north, still in the 70s. Thank you, Jesse. I'm a big fan of these Ebbets flannel. I'm also looking at Mr. Brooks' handiwork on nib testing for spoke pins. Do y'all want to look at, do y'all want to see these nib etchings that we're testing out with Brooks for our nibs for our fountain pens? I mean, I know the answer is yes, but I just figured I'd ask you since we're having a nice conversation. Coco, you're the one that sent me the Golden Horse. So you already have the Golden Horse and the Eco Rose Gold, and the nibs are the same. The piston hardware is metal in the Golden Horse. That's what I want to see, right? Because at what point does it stop becoming an Eco? Is the Eco just the shape? Red Dragon Penco, what's up, Brian? Thanks for the 4 months of subbing. I appreciate you. Your cheers didn't work. Let's go. Cheers for Brian. You can't remember the last time we had rain? We go 2-3 weeks without rain, then like 3 days of monsoon. So we're pretty rainy off and on. So thank you, Coco. Appreciate the bits. Thank you. God, we're at a level 4 hype train. I don't think we ever hit level 4 hype train. I don't know what that means, but it's cool. It's really cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for everything that y'all do. I really appreciate y'all more than you'll ever know. Like, I wish I could get out and see y'all more often than we are right now, but we'll get back to it one day, hopefully soon. So I didn't have a P.O. box for the longest time, but for some business stuff, I wanted to get one. And then it's just easier to post it for the Pen Addict stuff so people can use it for letter writing. I'm on all kinds of letter writing lists, so I'll just check my mailbox, and there'll be some nice letters there. So It's come in handy for me since the post office I go to is little bitty. Um, it's good to have that there. All right, I'm gonna show you these. I don't have a good image unless Brooks has a link to the image. He can put in the chat of the spoke nibs, but you might be able to see them on my phone. Oh, Patrick, you got the good stuff. Doug Owl, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, what did Brian say? Nib etchings are great. Wish he shaped the stamp handles a little bit, though. I like my stamp handle. It's shaped. Yeah, we'll get Mont Blanc to do it. All right, let's see if the light will adjust on these. So it's two styles. Yeah, the lighting is really not going to play nice with this, is it? You can get the gist, though. Would you do spoke nibs and the spoke pins when they're ready, or just plain nibs? I don't know what you mean. So that's one. Man, it looks so good on my screen, but this lighting is just butts. And then that's style 1, and that's style 2 with the darker lasered black. Yeah, I know, Thunder Viking. I don't know what you mean. Would you do spoke nibs? Yeah, style 1. We Brian and I both like style 1 as well. So we're style 1 voters. I like style 2 perfectly fine, but we both prefer 1. Okay, good. So I'll be talking to Brian this afternoon, see what we can get rolling for production. I don't know if we'll have anything this year. Let's see the first one again. Again, the lighting's so bad it's hard to see, but it's more of just the outline. Yeah, I like style 2 by itself, but I think style 1, I'm assuming you meant, is more versatile in the pen. I think it'll look better with the pen. But yeah, in a vacuum, I like style 2 just fine. I think 1 is the better choice. Like I don't even think it's close, to be honest, for a production decision. Now, if I was just making stuff for my own or doing whatever, then we can have different conversations. But boy, the lighting is super trash this morning. Golly, one of these days, y'all. Yeah, I mean, style tool is cool, but I think it would be distraction. I mean, Brian's ultimate goal would be no scroll work on the nibs, right? Who does the engraving? Brooks. Like, our preference would be a smooth nib with the logo. I think that would look better with our pen. You just can't really get that Yovo stuff. Pen Addict is the rose gold one. Which of those nibs, or are we talking about the Eco? That was just like the regular gold-plated Yovo nib. But we can't get no scroll work. We might. Oh yeah, the nibs. That was just the standard gold. The nibs, like Bach. Bach does smooth nibs, but I don't want Bach nibs. So that's where we're going with that. Oh, I got a hype train emote. What's a level 3 hype train emote? Sorry. Choo Choo Hype Car. Nice. Choo Choo Hype Car. I wish Yovo did bots. Yeah, exactly the same, Jonathan. Like, Brian, like, legitimately hates the scroll work on the Yovo nibs. Like, for me, it's fine, I guess, only because I'm used to it. It would be better for our pens if we had no scroll work and just stamping. So you guys would have to make your own nibs in order to get them completely blank. Bach does it. I'm a Bach nib fan, huge Bach nib fan. I don't think that's weird at all. I think they're just extremely different nibs. So, and I like the firmness of the Yovo, right? Yeah, my Fagiano has the same nib, Tony. It's blank titanium Bach. Yeah, Yovo, like if we called directly, like if we could somehow do something directly with Yovo, they probably would, but we're not at that level. Right? We're going through the through the US distributor. I'm sure the minimum quantity is just enormous. Just by Yovo as a company. I have several good Bach nibs. Bach's gold nibs are really nice. Bach's titanium nibs are really nice. And then I have very few Bach steel nibs that I love. FP nibs will make a nib into a blank. Yeah, we can always work with Ian afterwards. Like once he gets going and everything's rolling well, we could always see about working with Ian. I'm sure that would be an extreme premium to the pen, but it might be worth it. FP nibs, I'll look into see what they have to see what they can do. My gold 380 nib is pretty good. Yeah, some of like the Leonardos that are Bach are pretty good. Like any of the steel ones I have, um, I think I have some Bach steel nibs on the Leonardos, and those are great. But they do a lot of QC before they leave, right? So those are getting tuned and managed. Oh, I agree, Thunder Viking. It would be like an add-on premium, right? We'd sell the pen, and then like your drop down would be shown nib, plus 50. What whatever. I'm just making stuff up, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so I don't dislike Bach nibs. I prefer Yovo nibs, right? There's a difference. The new AU ones are in house, not Bach. I've heard. What are you talking about? I got I've gotten unthreaded from that conversation. PD and AU. I don't know all of that is. I don't dislike 20s. I prefer hundreds. Oh, the Visconti nibs. Gotcha. Palladium. I see what you're doing. Yes, Visconti's gold nibs. I will end up getting a Visconti gold nib one of these days. Watch Ralph Tuna Bach 8. It was hard, great now, but really needed a lot of work. I just prefer the stiffness in the Yovos. Yes, Tom Max, it took me a minute. Nice hat. Thank you, Bork and Bork. So we may not even talk about pencils. Should I just put the pencil back on put the camera back on my beautiful face? Or should I talk about pencils? This is kind of what I was hoping today's stream would be, just a chit chat. But I figured we might want to talk about some things. But this is nice. I'm going to flip this back for a minute and we can keep talking. Because I'm trying to get some ideas. So I have one of the only Visconti I have is an old Visconti, which I'm probably going to sell. And it's got one of the gold nibs. But I need to who do I need to ask if they make So Andrew, are you saying FP nibs made the blank nib after the fact, like they took an existing scrolled or stamped nib and turned it into a smooth nib? Because that would cost a fortune. You don't know. Okay, so I just need to look into it. Because then we're like, if they're doing something after the fact, then we're getting into a price category. Sick hat. Thank you. This hat is dope. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's my colors, my style. Yeah, aftermarket costs a lot. Yeah, that's almost like specialty work, right? Blank nibs for the spoke fountain pens we're working on. We would prefer a no scroll work nib. Just because the barrels are metallic, right? So, like, you have this modern design, right? And the classic nib, which is fine. Like, it's totally fine. But the preference would be, okay, make this a smooth nib. So, I so wish this hat came fitted. That's a hard sell at a small quantity, right? Because for inventory purposes, right? If you're only going to make like 50 hats, right? I think I can do, so I've talked to Ebbets about it. I think I can do a 50 hat run, but they would be the snapback like this because you just have too much inventory. I would end up having to have 200 hats and hope I chose correct sizes. I mean, yes, I would prefer fitted, but it's just not going to work for a smaller company. So yeah, like we would like just a smooth nib with the spoke stamping on it. So, anyway. So, something to think about. Oh, I forgot that Seinfeld episode. I've come around on snapbacks. I used to wear my hat backwards a lot, and snapbacks don't really work for that. But now I wear them all the time. Brad, I wanted to let you know I may be getting my Pinehurst Legrand Bell's honeycomb back from repair. I sent it out in February. Wow. Oh, I know Pineider. Once you said honeycomb, it took me a second with all the autocorrect. Pin body looks nice. If y'all didn't see them, we have 3 styles we're thinking about doing here. So, what pin from Visconti are you considering selling? I have the is it Aida, the Opera Special Edition. It's beautiful. It's got a gold oblique nib, and it is for sale. I don't know how much. Reasonably priced. Are they going to be number 5 or number 6? They're all number 6 nibs. That's a bad return, even accounting for Corona. It is. Oh, you have the Aida you're selling as well? I just don't use it. It's an awesome pen. So they'll all be number 6 nibs. So I'm going to work with Brian today. Yeah, the shorty came out great. Like, I don't know if Brian's listening today, but he's texting me, so he's probably listening. But we have a standing call every Thursday afternoon. We'll be making some decisions on these. See what we can do. So yeah. Are those titanium or anodized aluminum? They are anodized aluminum. Oh, there's Spoke Brian. Yeah. So we're going to talk about these today. We can actually call earlier today, Brian. That actually might be helpful. Although I need to make some notes. Screw to post isn't my favorite, but the short cap looks cool. Yeah, I hear you. With metal pens, like, it's kind of hard to build a good posting system, right? These don't even post. The big ones don't even post at all. But I'm with you. But with metal, we have to make a lot of exceptions. Titanium on this short cap. So this front end is titanium here. Sorry. Thank you, Brian. So yeah, anodized aluminum barrels. Titanium front end on this guy. Are you deciding which to make, or will all be out there eventually? The latter. They will all be out there eventually. We just got to figure what to start with. You deal with it on the Sean posting, but it's like a half turn. Yeah, ours is not a half turn. I think we might have a couple minor tweaks to these. My metal fountain pen that tries to post is just miserable. It always comes off. I think it's just a bad experience in general. Right? I think just metal on metal posting is generally a tough experience to get correct, like from a feel perspective. You should license Chewbacca's magnetic posting system from the simp. I don't even know what that means. Slayer, nah. Thank you for the sub. Tier 1. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day. Start with the middle size and upsize and downsize. So yeah, I trust spoke Brian with all my magnet needs. So yeah, that's those. Has everyone seen the magic that's in this one? I know most of y'all have seen the magic that's in this pen. Does anyone want to see the magic in that pen? Uh-oh. Nope, you can't see the magic in that pen. I left the tool in the other room. Sorry. You haven't seen the magic yet? Do I need to go get the tool to show the magic? I was cleaning up in here. I took the tool in there. All right, I'll get the tool. Hang on. It's just in the other room. Let me go get it. You see a tool right there? It must be a mirror on your desk. Enjoy the camera. All right, so we have tools now. I hope you enjoyed the chair stream. Okay. Sorry for those who are late. We're working with Tyler's quarantine, Georgia Department of Health calling, so doing their contract tracing call. So, excuse me, I'm tired. All right, so this pen contains magic. It's gonna ship with this tool. So this guy right here, Brian said he's gonna buy me a new camera here, so it doesn't, so it focuses better. Came on during the chair stream, yeah. So this pen is different from these. Didn't you have to go through this before? This is the third quarantine, so they've each had it once. Now Tyler's on his second quarantine. So yeah, it's a mess. So you can unscrew this barrel here. All right. You take this tool. Y'all ready? So you pop it in here. There we go. Give it a little spin-a-rooski. Whoops. You can change the sleeve colors for the inside of this barrel. So like these can be different anodized aluminum colors. You know, we could do your cyans, your reds. You know, you could go. We decided you could just make it empty, and that would be your transparent model. You know, you could just go like this, transparent model. There you go. So there's your clear option. So it's just empty. So yeah, we can do different barrel colors and then different inner sleeve colors. So there you go. So it's just engineered to screw in there, and then you have to have the little tool that will ship with it to tighten it up. Easy peasy. So yeah, you'll be able to black barrel with a bright inner sleeve. I think that is definitely going to be on round 1. Would be like an all black and then whatever bright sleeve we choose for the interior there, for sure. So yeah, that was the magic. Pretty cool, huh? Bright electric blue. That'd be my preference. But we might have to do like red or lime green or gold. Will the sections have color options eventually? Um, the sections are more likely to have different materials than different color options, but we do have a black anodized one, and so we could do anodization. Yeah, the pen would come with the tool for sure. We would include that. And then, the idea would be like you could buy like a 3-pack or a 5-pack of different color sleeves you can swap out, like if you wanted to match your ink colors or something like that, is the concept. So still finalizing it all. But like these don't have the built-in sleeves, right? These are just machined spokes into the barrels. All right, see you, Brooks. Thank you. So yeah, that's the fun stuff. Oh, Tyler does have to go get a COVID test. Sorry, I'm very distracted today. Lammy accent vibes in a good way. I can't even picture what the accent looks like off the top of my head, which is why Lamy should hire me. So there you go. That's what we're working on right now. We'll see what's gonna get sent to the manufacturer first, or how all it's gonna work. We'll have some decisions pretty soon, because we got to get in before long if we want, because they take some time to manufacture. The one with the swappable grip section, I'm not even. Why am I not even? Why does that not even register with me? Lamy never sold the accent portion separately. I'll have to look this up. I'm sure I'll recognize it. Send me a link. I'm sure I've seen it, but it's not. Yeah, Tyler can't get tested until the 13th. It's the one with the wood grips. I know that pen. Okay. But that had the different options. I think I know what you're talking about. It was just a straight barrel, right? Straight cylinder. Do you have a projection on when the first run might be available? No. Yeah, he can't get tested till the 13th, according to my wife. Just got off the phone with the health department. Yeah, later than I thought. But this is funny. This is our third quarantine, and this is the first time the health department has called us. Like, that's where the frustration lies, right? There's no consistency in any of this. So we're into our third separate quarantine period, and this is the first time that we've been contacted by the health department. I'm just kind of at a loss for the whole thing. Straight cylinder, slight bump out for the grip. Cat goes over the nib. Yep. Okay. Yeah, 9 days from now. So, like, he can't get tested early, get a negative test, and go back to school. We called yesterday. Delay in testing because it needs some incubation time. I gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense. I think it totally makes sense. I'm just more confused at the idea of the difference in this time than the previous 2 times. Yeah, Indy has been hit hard. So, but like the first contact tracing is the school. Hey, this Tyler sits next to the person who tested positive. Therefore, Tyler is now quarantined. That's fine. But then it's just like figuring out what to do afterwards. You get the test now so you know, right? When my kids start hybrid on Monday, I have to fill out a survey every single morning before they let them into school. That is not going to last. Like, you can imagine like how diligent they're going to be with that after about a week of that. My parents both got COVID and went to CVS and got it done. Gotcha. That's what we see in school. It's electronic. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I was thinking analog. Maybe it's because I have pens and pencils on the brain. Do you trust all the other parents to answer honestly? Hell no. What are the daily survey questions? Any symptoms, any fever, your basic stuff like that. Yeah, our kids just get the temperature taken when they get out of the car, but I wonder how like now we're like if it's 40 degrees in the morning, we have the heater on till they get to school. I Oh, did you travel? Have you been in contact with other people? Gotcha. Hey, y'all, it's going away. The election's over. There's no more COVID, so I don't know why we're talking about this. Should we talk about some pencils? Let's talk about a few pencils. There's no more COVID, just so you know. All right. So what I wanted to do today, uh, no, the Pen Addict slap. The Pen Addict slaps open. I said it twice. That's where I'm at, y'all. The Pen Addict Slack is wide open to anyone who wants to. I just need an email. You need to send me an email so I can send you the invite, but it's open to anybody. And as Tony will say, Slack is full. So yeah, just email me and I'll shoot you over the invite. But it is wide open to anybody. I just had to not let. I just need to not leave signups wide open. So that's why we do that. So no other reason than, we had to keep the riffraff like Tony out. So this camera really does not like this notebook. It's extra shite today. It's bugging the pee out of me. I probably need to get a desk lamp too. That would help. So I grabbed some pencils, and we've talked about this before. Brad's pretty quick at responding to people at invites. You'd be surprised, Alan. I miss some for a couple of days sometimes. I'm just gonna grab a few pencils. We can talk about them. Pro Streamer ring lights. Yeah, I just need one top down from right here. So like this camera is right here. So I just need like a ring around here. Light. I've never heard of Light, but I'll look at it. This is one of my favorite pencils, Caran d'Ache. Get a dove gray background. Okay, cool. That's what I didn't know what background color to get. Which I can do that. So this is the CW Pencils editor that they make with Caran d'Ache. So it's a standard pencil on one side and then the red editor pencil. And it's hard to make the you use it for live draw on Instagram? Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, I will get that. I will order that when I'm done today. Because you wouldn't believe how dark it is in here right now if I turn these lights off. This is the only light right here in this room, so I'm not getting good light on my desk, right? These lights are pointed at me and the wall, right? So this is decent lighting, but down here, I have no room light to do it. No room lights are on and the windows are closed. Was looking at some pencils, but wasn't sure what to get. All right, I'll give you some ideas through here. So I like this one for sketching. I'll do a lot of bag sketching with this pencil. You can just make patterns with the, you just make the patterns with the graphite, decide where you want the zippers, so you can have binding here, binding area, label, stuff like that. So, it's a real good sketching pencil for this. So you can You can make pockets in one color and then just have alternate shades. So it's one of the things I like the most about this pencil is being able to tag different things. I'm gonna pull up this link just on the side for later. See, like when I pull up my second monitor, that's how dark it is in here, that the computer monitor light will completely change the lighting in here. Oh, that's exactly what I want, is a desk lamp. Damn, okay. There we go. Okay. I will order that as soon as we're done. The problem is I don't have anywhere to plug it in. I'm gonna have to figure that out. We'll make it work. We'll daisy chain every power cord I have in here right now and eventually blow up. So, long story short, that's why we're not getting good lighting here when the lighting's fine here. So, all right, we need help, Thunder Viking. Can also get an umbrella light. I'll have to look at that. Let me see this one real quick. Yeah, then I'm running out of space. Like, I like the idea. Like, my wife could has some setup like this I could use. Pin Addict fire extinguisher. I might have something like this now I could try. So, yeah. All right, so here's one for you, Thunder Viking. So I have this huge pouch of pencils here. Like, we'll see. There's like a bajillion pencils in here, right? So this is my Doan Paper Winter Sessions. This is my pencil pouch. It's made after one of those old school binder pouches, but this is like heavy-duty canvas, heavy-duty gold zipper. So I'm just going to take out a few things that I have in there. This is a good one to look at, Thunder Viking. This is the Nikaya of the wooden pencils world, in that it is mega expensive compared to what all other pencils are. And by mega expensive, I mean $4.50 to $5 per pencil. So that's mega expensive. So this one's lovingly called the Stinkwood. So it's the Caran d'Ache Swishwood. It smells, right? It's scented. Like, some people say it smells like soy sauce. I let my son smell it this morning. He almost gagged. If only you had a Tennessee Red around to test. If only. But Thunder Viking, why I like this pencil is because it has a density and, like, not a weight, but it's like, it's not like a air feeling pencil. It's got some density to it, and it has the point retention that is better than pretty much any other pencil that I own. So this is a pencil that'll last you a long time for the $5. But it's, relative to other pencils, it's exceedingly expensive. You have a box of what? The Swisswood or this one, Tennessee Red. So this is the Tennessee Red. This is the Musgrave. This is one of their fancy pencils. I love the design. The core is not for me. The core is a little bit too soft for... Oh, I just spelled Tennessee wrong. That's cool. But if you like a softer, darker core, like, this is great. And then Musgraves have the edgier hex edges on the pencil, so, like, you can feel it in your hand better. The edge as compared to these, where it's still a hex barrel, but it's more of a rounded, smoother edge. Like, you can really feel this gets into your fingers, which some people like and some people don't. I would buy a box of these if I like the core better. That doesn't mean the core is not awesome. It's soft and dark and wonderful, but it's not my preference. So, all right, I'm just doing some blind grabs into here. We'll see what we can come out with. Oh, look, another Stinkwood. I clearly like that pencil. CWP CDA pencil. I have that one in here somewhere. I'll dig it out. It's a Blackwing Natural. This is one of their extra firm cores. I like the lacquered wood pencil as opposed to the raw finish wood pencil. I mean, there's not that much difference, but I do like the lacquering on the Tennessee Red. But you can see it's firmer. You can get in a finer line. Excellent point retention, but it's not, and I know you can't really see these. It's got similar darkness, it's just not anywhere near as soft. You prefer the raw finish? I don't mind the raw finish. If I had my choice side by side, I would take the lacquered. CWP black one. Okay, y'all gotta make me find that. It's in here instead of going blindly. Because that's one of my favorites. That might be your good starter pencil. Thunder Viking. Oh, look, here's an original Blackwing that I just have bouncing around my case. All right. This is the one they're talking about, Thunder Viking. Finos, thank you for the follow. We'll talk about this one in just a second. This is the one they're talking about, Thunder Viking. This is the Karen Dash CW Pencil Enterprise, all black. Silver tip. The pine one, I have the pine one here too. This one needs to be sharpened. These are probably like half the price of the Stinkwood, so it's still expensive. They don't sell these online? That stinks. These are still like $2.50, $3 for these. Sorry, hold your cameras. Going to a local pen store for the first time today, hoping to walk out of it with only paper. Good luck with that. Whoa. My grippies were gripped. So, that's the KH20 sharpener that we're using. So, Thunder Viking, you might like this one. Head full of ideas. Y'all have good taste in pencils. So, there you go. I brought that specifically for you, head full of ideas. This is just the CWPE Karen to Ash. I don't know what they call it, but it's basically their standard pencil. It's like the Blackwood. Yeah, I have the green. The black one as well. Just check, not on the website. If I have more than one of these, I'll have to look, and I could send you one. I might have like a couple. This is one I bought like 2 or 3 of, I swear. But this is just, it's kind of perfect. Right? It's a little bit different core, I feel, than the Stinkwood. The Stinkwood feels a little bit more clay-y to me. Am I wrong in saying that for you pencil pros? This feels a little more scratchy. So yeah, I don't know the name of this one. And I think they sell a lot of them. I don't know if they have them always in stock at the store because they do sell so many. But it looks like a Raven. It's just a great feeling pencil. And then this is this is one of the Viking election pencils where they'll tie it to it's got the lanyard hole or the string hole, so you can't walk away with the election pencil. I wonder how they sharpen these. I wonder if they just have the big jumbo sharpeners there. Vote for sanity. So, like, I don't know, like, pencils aren't the best voting mechanism, right? Because you can erase pencils. But the red doesn't erase as well. So maybe that's why it's red. So I brought in the Opinel, and my pencil shavings box. So this is when I'm not using the sharpener. I have a handful of some pencils in here that I sharpen with, do knife sharpening on. Silly question, your KH20 sharpener will sharpen the Swiss wood, only a single hole and it doesn't work with it. I just did the wide one. I just did this one with the KH20 and it kind of stuck in there, right? The diameter. So let's try the Stinkwood. But yeah, I'm almost certain that I use this for it. So yeah, no problem. Like, yeah, it's completely fine. So yeah, I haven't had any. Let me find one of my knife sharpen pencils. So sometimes I'll do them short like this is just a short one. Sometimes I'll do them like really long. And these open L's work because they're you need some Dramamine. I know, sorry, but I just go slow and light because these open L's can be so sharp that they'll really dig in there. So I just kind of try to stay on the top and keep it light and hopefully not dig in too much. But I know I'm driving y'all crazy with the camera, so we won't do this too long. But I keep this on my desk in my office just when I'm feeling frisky about wanting to sharpen some pencils with a knife and do something a little bit different. So you just got to be careful. Go slow and go thin is my advice. So yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good point. Look at that. Class 24, 14 months of subbing. Thank you so much. There you go. That's a pretty good point if I do say so myself, even though probably can't see it. It's better than the Blackwing sharpener. Just kidding, Blackwing. You didn't miss pencil talk. We're still kind of hitting it right now. So I just did some knife sharpening, which I do. You can see some of these where I took off huge chunks at a time. That is not the preferred way to do it. But I have taken some down where the lead has been like this long, like an inch long piece of exposed core. You just got to start like way back and work your way down to it. So it takes some time. Yeah, I don't know where I keep one. I usually don't put it in the pencil pouch because it'll get snapped off for good reasons, right? So this is one of my Y Studio. I can't even remember which pen came in here, but they came in this box, and I was like, man, this box doesn't deserve to be put in the closet. What can I use it for? So that's what I use for the pencil shavings. So yeah, Thunder Viking, I think those CW pencils would, Caran Dash models are pretty good. Let me just take all these out and see if I have any other good suggestions for you. I know the Camel, I like Camels in here. Oh look, an Apple pencil. Someone sent me that. It's a real live Apple pencil. So this bag kind of has some of my favorites. Here's the Pencil Addict. Caroline made that for me when we went to see her with the stamping machine. If you had to pick a single pencil to represent 2020, what would it be? Stinkwood, maybe? I don't know. Seems like the obvious choice. So this Graphwood Caran Dash is another one of my favorites. Wopex, yeah. Complete trash, and fire doesn't kill it. So the Graphwood's another good choice. So clearly Caran Dash anything is pretty good in my book. I love their pencils. This one's a little bit wider diameter, but not much. I wanted to show you one more. Thunder Viking, if I have it in here. Which pencil is the most racist? Which one? The Pen Addict one? I don't guess Do I not have a camel in here? Anyway, Thor, I would look at that one. Oh, here it is. So this is the camel HB Japanese pencil. It's got this integrated eraser thing, which is cool, and it works really well. But it's just a really nice, lacquered, natural-looking pencil with a great core. So that's a good one. Mitsubishi 9852 EW is a great one. Where is it? There's one. So that's the 9852 EW, which is has a great core. This one obviously needs to be sharpened. And this is their recycled wood barrel, right? So that's another great. 2020 would be a chewed up number 2 yellow pencil, no eraser, and poorly sharpened. Yeah. Pretty much the Wopex. Magic pencils are always good. Kohinoor Magic pencils. You know, they're not the best. It's not a good work pencil, but it's fun. Those are awesome. Oh, this is another great one. Futura. These you can get at these are made for CWPE. This is just like one of the better all-around writing pencils. I would say like this one and the Camel are really good choices for your standard writing pencils, and your Caran d'Aches are your little bit upgrades from that, if you will. So that's these two. This is an original Blackwing. This normally stays on my desk. I'm not sure how it got in my pencil case. But this is like a $50 or $60 pencil. Like on eBay, someone sent it to me years ago just so I could have it to compare it with other things. So I use it. I don't mind using it. I usually don't keep it in the box with all these, or in the bag with all these. It's tasty. It makes me feel fancy. I should have included that with my Arrows review. Yeah, I didn't think about it because it didn't have that ferrule striping or the ferrule design, right? This was after that. This is a later one. Like, I forget the date on this one. This was like in the 50s or 60s. Just as a flex, yeah, I guess I should have. What's the core feel like comparatively? So let me bust these out. Let me put up some of these. So what's... The idea, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, or tell me, which original Blackwing of the new company Blackwing, which one of those was supposed to represent the original closely? Because these are the 602, but I don't think that was the core, right? Was it the 602? I thought for some reason it was supposed to be one of the other ones. Is it the 602? Well, then maybe that's why I like it so much. So let me get some of these out. For some reason, I had it in my head that it was like the MMX or the Pearl was supposed to be like the true original. One of them felt more true to the Blackwing, original Blackwing, but no, just the 602, which makes sense. I mean, that's what it's called. All right, I'm just seeing which different cores I have here. EF core greater than the 602 core. I agree. All right, so let's do this. So we have Pearl, MMX, 602, original, then extra firm. So that should be the 5 grades right there. So which is the softest of the 3, Pearl or MMX? Okay, yeah, that's pretty soft. Pearl is balanced. Okay. So I can feel a smoothness difference in there. We're just going to go in order. So the softer the core, the more grain you can feel, right? So you feel that in the MMX, right? You feel a little bit of the grain because it's darker and it's leaving more, a little bit more of the graphite. It's a little bit more gritty. So then this is the 602, the new 602. And then this is the vintage 602. Like you can feel some firmness in this, but it's soft still, if that makes sense. I need to dull down this 602 so I can get it compared more accurately. Because right now the vintage 602 feels like the Pearl in this little test. And this is the Eras. That is definitely, clearly the firmest core. What I find interesting is that's the vintage. It feels like the Pearl to me. That's what the vintage one feels like. Like this feels much firmer than modern 602. And I'm trying to it's a little bit sharper, more sharpened tip. Dang, you're 1 hour late. Did you not set your clocks this weekend? It feels like the Pearl to me. So the vintage Blackwing feels like the Pearl. The MMX is way softer. You can totally feel that. Stereo Sound, thanks for the 10 months of subbing. Let's go. The extra firm is way firmer. 602 is close. But if you ask me what is the feel of the vintage, It feels like the Pearl. The vintage 602 feels like the Pearl. I think it's pretty clear. And just, picking them up and testing, like, they are extremely similar feel-wise. Even though, like, my preference is on the 602 and the Era's, the extra firm, is where my writing, drawing, sketching preference lies. But if you wanted me to tell you what this vintage one feels like, it feels like the Pearl. Head full of ideas, you're a balanced apologist, and I just did you a bad thing. Well, I would like, as a non-pencil expert, I would like some, further testing to be done on this. Because, I may not be the best person. Like, I'm not using these all day, to be able to completely tell you. But I think side by side, it's pretty clear that it's the most similar. Like, I keep wanting it to feel like this modern 602, but it feels like the Pearl. Yeah, I don't think I need to test it anymore. It feels like the Pearl. Fun pencil etchy shop. Oh, I've seen these. Or at least seen that logo thing before. Extra firm collection. Oh, that's smart. That's cool. I'll have to check those out. I got a lot of shopping to do. All right. I can't stay too long today. Thursdays I tend to get a little bit busy, and today's no different. So, along with everything else going on, let's flip this back. Anything else you want to talk about before we call today a wrap? As much as I would like to hang out all day, I can't do it today. Now you're making me want to keep the balance core out. Head full of ideas. Isn't the 56 balanced? Let's talk about the new red M600. We can do that. We only pulled that up for a second last week. 56 is firm. Maybe that's why I like it so much. I say humph. Rewizzles, what's up? So let me keep this. I'm going to keep this Pearl out. What are some of the balanced? 42 is balanced. Is 42 balanced? I want to keep a Pearl out. But I don't want the Pearl. I want one of the volumes that I have. All right, see you, Paper Cat Lady. Yeah, let's pull this up, and then we'll talk about this Pelican, and then we'll wrap it for the day. But what about number 10? Is 42 balanced? Will y'all look that up for me, if you know offhand? 16.2 is firm. 42. Which one's Diana? What's 10? Is 10 soft? Where'd it go? I lost it. It's in here somewhere. I think I'm going to sharpen one of my Musgrave single barrel pencils. That's actually more like the Blackwing than the... Can't find it now. Which one's Diana? Why am I not thinking of which one's Diana? I swear I had a 10 in here. Oh well. Well, 42 is balanced. We'll go with that. Oh, it's the Philly Museum all gold. Nice. All right, so 42. That's more up my alley. So I'm gonna keep that out. I'm gonna use that for a little bit, see what I think. Even though I'm still a firm, extra firm guy. I'm gonna put some respect on the balanced just because of you, head full of ideas. You gotta go after you sharpen them every time, right? All right, let's pull up this pen and we'll wrap it on this. All right. Consensus, go. What's the consensus? So my take is pretty much like y'all's. It's pretty hot. Yeah, not for me. Like, I don't need this pen. It is smoking hot. If it was in the 800, like, head full of ideas, we're apparently thinking a lot alike today. But that is smoking hot. Rather have polar lights. Grown up M101. Nothing special. It is a Pelican. That's pretty special. All right, so this brings up a question that I'm having with myself. I want to ask y'all a deadly serious question here. Gold trim was definitely the only decision here. I do have a serious businessy question for y'all. I need to ask. So next year, I'm starting to think about the new colors I want for Knock, after we get this Kickstarter filled. And I've always wanted to do a red exterior, yellow interior case. Would that be a politically bad move? Because people will say things about, the bright red, bright yellow nylons, either, China, Russia. Like, am I going to have to deal with issues? And that's what's kept me from choosing that colorway. Making a red exterior, bright red, yellow interior case, I think opens up a can that I don't want to or shouldn't put myself in that position, right? Not everything has to be political, right? But I can make a choice to put myself in situations like that or not. Like, I think about it. Like, name it the I Love America case. Like, generally, I don't think it would be an issue because it would look hot as fire. Yeah, it wouldn't even occur to you. Like, but these are the things I have to think about sometimes. I don't think it would be an issue, but I like to have these conversations out loud other than my head. Yeah, I don't mind red and blue. I'm not trying to like not match country colors. It just seems that like red and yellow are particular or a little bit more specific. It screams hot dogs. More people, it's definitely more of a mustard and ketchup thing. I just think it would look really good. And it's something that we haven't done in a while. I also like the shade of each. It's also the shade of each. Yeah, this would be the brightest red and the brightest yellow. It would be the mustard and ketchup edition more than it would represent something else. Talmax. Yeah. Yeah, it's more KC Chiefs color. Like, I don't think it would be an issue, but I think it's fair for me to ask the question. Advertise it with a product shot of ketchup and mustard. Yeah. So I think it'll be fine. But like, I have to think about these things. Ooh, take me out to the ball game edition. I like that. If I could get that done for spring, that would be cool. Same as the Topo yellow interior color, exact same color, exact same material. I think they use the same 400D pack cloth corridor that we use. Actually, I think they use the same exteriors and interiors we use. So that just crossed my mind because I think that's one of the top most color combinations I want to make. And I'm prone to overthink things, but like I just want to, be thoughtful. Orange stitching, probably not, because there's going to have to be black binding on it. And I don't mind the alternate stitching on the black binding. I don't think orange would work in this situation, even though in general I do think about where can I put that stitching into play. It would be both if I did them head full of ideas. Like, because I have lookouts coming. That will be, one of them's going to be clay and sand, and one of them's going to be violet and black. So after this wax canvas run, I need new Sinclairs and Brasstowns, and I want red and yellow. It's kind of like, makes really good sense for the Brasstown especially. White case with rainbow pullout. That would be sick. Navy blue exterior, purple interior, and red pin loops. I like your thinking, Scepter Quad. I like your thinking. Brasstown double wide. That'll be the first new case we do, I hope. I got to get Jeff working on that. We're not working on it right now, but that is going to be one of the top utmost priorities, aside from new colors. In next card restock, I have a long list of knock things I need to do. Brown outside, red, yellow, and relish. Oh, if we did that, we'd have to do green stitching, right? Or yellow. That would look awful. That would look awful. I could do brown, yellow, red stitching. Orange dot dash cards. Those are amber, Dave. We alternate amber, lime green. So we always have blue, and then we'll alternate amber and lime green. I think I might do a pink one next. We do like a bubblegum pink. So that might be the next one. I might rotate in that one. All right. I'm really going to go this time. Thanks for listening to me think out loud. That's mostly what this stream is. We just think out loud. So yeah, it's the pink color of the lines, like on a lined paper, lined loose leaf sheets of paper. That pink. So yeah, banana Brasstown case, that could work. All right, I really got to go this time. My wife's blowing up my phone. We're still dealing with some stuff. Corona, it's supposed to go away. Make it stop. Not today. All right. Love y'all. We'll be back Tuesday. We'll figure out something else to talk about. good stuff, random stuff. Thanks for all the subs. I really appreciate y'all's support. Um, this this is necessary these days. This communication that we're having, this talk. I feel better every time when we're done. I know I've said that before, but man, I was real close to not doing this stream today, but you got to do it. And I'm always better coming out on the other side. Y'all be awesome. I hope you're better too. Love you.